what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Unboxing the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Bianconi. If you would, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below. That would be greatly appreciated. If you could also go ahead and hit that notification button so you can be notified anytime we put out new videos, that would be appreciated too. So today is Friday, October the 29th, and it's a special day because a deluxe edition that I've been waiting some time for has finally been released. Today is the release of the 25th anniversary of Whitesnake's Restless Heart. So the album was originally released on March 26, 1997. So I guess we're not quite at 25 years yet, but close enough. This was the 9th Whitesnake album overall. The album itself, until now, had never properly been released in America. If you wanted it, you had to get it via import. Initially, it was supposed to be a David Coverdale solo album, but pressure from the record label ended up making it a Whitesnake album. Depending on what country you got it in or got it from, it was either as a Whitesnake album or David Coverdale's Whitesnake. But either way, the Whitesnake moniker was on there. It's also, despite being the band multiple times, this is actually the first full album that Adrian Vandenberg actually played guitar on. The album also featured Denny Carmassi on drums, who had previously played with Coverdale on the Coverdale Page Records. So, the cool thing about this is that I've got two things to unbox for you. I've got the vinyl edition. I also went ahead and bought the CD box set, and I'll explain why in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Okay, so let's move this here. So, I know Coverdale always does unboxing videos of his own. I've done my best to avoid the one for Restless Heart so I could be pleasantly surprised when I open up everything. Now, his video is probably a lot better than mine. He's way more charming, he has better production value, more money, and he has a knife called Excalibur. I have a knife called No Caliber that we're going to use to open up this box. So, I just got this from Amazon. So let's go ahead and break this bad boy open. Alright, so we've got our record, which is packaged in a very nice box there to keep it safe. And here is the actual CD box set. So it's very exciting, very exciting. And again, I'll get to why I ordered both here in a bit. Doesn't look like I'll need No Caliber for this one because it looks like the shrink wrap is already a little bit ripped. That's okay. So, since this show is called Inside the Vinyl, and people get pissy with me when I call it Inside the Vinyl and I open up a CD, we're going to open up the vinyl first. So we'll go ahead and get that out of the way because I know there's way more to the box set than there is to the record. But still, here we go. Alright, so I got the box ripped open. Oh boy, check this out. Nice, cool, silver looking cover to mark the silver anniversary of this album. So again, here's the front cover, Whitesnake's Restless Heart 25th Anniversary Edition. Here is the back cover. Now, the image on the back cover more closely represents the image that was on the original cover of the album in 1997, at least the Japanese version. If I'm not mistaken, the European version had a picture of Coverdale on the front of it. So, let's go ahead and see if we can open this thing up without tearing it up too much. Thank you, No Caliber. Alright, let's see what we have here. I'm super excited because I was aware of this record when it came out, as I'm a huge Coverdale, Whitesnake, Deep Purple fan, whatever. But, you know, obviously, like I said, it had never been formally released in America. So, you know, I never really had a way to get it until Amazon came along, I think in '99, when Amazon was first coming up. I'm not really sure how big it was then, but I remember ordering it as an import off there and being super excited when it came in. And I'm super excited now that it's actually getting a formal American release. So, again, there's the front cover without shrink wrap. It's very nice. And again, the back cover. Again, featuring what was the original cover of the original release. It's also got the track listings and everything else. It is a 2-record set. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what's on the inside. Ooh. Okay. So, on the inside, you actually get, like, you know, full lyrics and everything, and I'm sure there's liner notes and everything there too. A couple of pictures, one of Mr. Coverdale as he looked in 1997. So very neat. So let's go ahead and put No Caliber out of its misery. All right, so yeah, all right, so yeah, there's some liner notes up here in the corner. All right, so let's take a look and see what we have in here. If I'm not mistaken, I think the vinyl might actually match the color of the cover here. So let's see if that's true. All right, so, oh, wow. So not only do you get the lyric sheet on the inside of the gatefold, but you get some more reading information Looks like some interviews and some different things about the album here on the inner sleeves. So that's really cool. Yeah. So let's take a look and see what this vinyl looks like. Ooh. Fancy. All right, so here we have it. We have our silver vinyl here for Restless Heart. And let's see, you've got in the middle, you've got a Whitesnake logo, has a sticker in the middle, and then if we flip to the other side, it's got the track listings for side 1 and side 2. So that's really cool. That's really cool. That's really cool vinyl. You know, it's silver, but it's got some other stuff going on here. Some like splatter, a little bit of like darker splatter. Really cool, really cool. Let's see if there's anything else sitting in here. There is not. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the other vinyl. Again, more reading materials. And I'm willing to bet money a lot of this reading material is also available in this box set that we'll open up here in a minute. But still, it's really cool that they have all that in here. This is a really nice set. I will say Coverdale and Warner, or whoever he's doing these through, Rhino, spares no expense. All of the sets that they've re-released, whether it be the 1987 record, Slip of the Tongue, the Red, White, Blue series, or now Restless Heart, have all been amazing. Again, another gray vinyl with a different Whitesnake sticker in the middle, just Whitesnake, Restless Heart. And once again on the other side, the track listings for both sides of this particular record. So again, very nice, very nice. Very nice packaging. All right, so there is the record itself. Again, front cover. So now let's take a look and see what's in this box set. So we'll just go ahead and put the record right there. See if we can get it to stand up. All right. So like I said, I don't think I need no caliber to open up this one, as it appears the shrink wrap has already been ripped a little bit. So we'll just go ahead and rip the entire Band-Aid off. All right. So again, let's put that right there. Let's just see. You know, I may keep this. So this is the 4 CD DVD Super Deluxe box set. It includes, we'll go through and see what it includes. I don't want to just give it away by reading this thing here. But again, you know, I can explain why I actually opted to buy both. Not only for this unboxing video that I thought would be really cool, but there are other reasons. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have. All right, so again, here's the front of the box. Here's the back of the box with the track listings from the various CDs and DVDs and whatever else might be in here. Very cool, very cool, very cool. And this is made in Germany. So let's open the box. Just put that right there for the moment. All right, so much stuff in here. It has this little tab here so you can pull everything out. Isn't that cool? All right, so we're gonna start right at the top here. All right, you get this, oh wow. You get this really cool hardback book. Yeah, that's really neat. Let's see what we have in here. Now it does look like, you know, like I said, some of the reading material that was on the inner sleeves of the record looks like it matches a lot of stuff that's in here, at least the reading materials. But there also appears to be a lot more pictures, you know, maybe other liner notes and some other things in this book. But I mean, this is a very nice book. And then of course, you know, pictures of some of the band members that played on the record. Also maybe some magazine pictures from different things going on at the time. You know, with Coverdale, and I mean, we won't flip all the way through this. I mean, just another, you know, little sexy picture of Mr. Coverdale there in 1997. All right, and then, yeah, let's see. Yeah. And then here, what looks like an advertisement maybe for a tour. And actually that right there, that picture right there is what was on the cover of the European version of Restless Heart, where it was referred to as David Coverdale's Whitesnake. So that's really cool. But yeah, man, I mean, god damn, that is really nice. I mean, that is a really nice book, you know, for this box set. That is really cool. So we'll go ahead and put that down. All right, let's see what we have next. All right, the next thing we have, ooh, it appears to be a poster. Now the question is, you know, do I hang up what I assume, oh, and I assume correctly, what I assume is this really sexy picture of Mr. Coverdale, another sexy picture of David. Do I frame this and hang this on the wall with all the other stuff I have in here? You know, some people might have some questions if I do. I say I'm just a huge fan of Mr. Coverdale. So, isn't he dreamy? All right, so that's really cool. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe put that out here in the front so You guys can get a good look at that. Yeah, really cool, man. Really cool. Really cool. Another really, really well done box set. All right, so let's see what we have next. All right. So the next thing we have is another book. Now this one is not hardback, but this one, it says on the front, it says Restless Heart World Tour 1997. So what I'm assuming this may be is maybe a reproduction of the tour program that they would have sold at the various concerts on this tour, which again did not include America. Coverdale. Now Whitesnake is in one of those bands like Deep Purple, Sabbath, Iron Maiden, you know, that while they had massive success here, are also massively successful in most other parts of the world. Probably these days even more so than they are here. So yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. So actually, this is, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is a tour program or just like a, you know, it gives you even more information. Like as I'm flipping through, you know, I'm seeing it gives a history of Coverdale after leaving Purple, his first couple of solo records in the late 70s or mid 70s, and then goes right into his Whitesnake records. Yeah, see if I just keep flipping through. Yeah, Ready and Willing, and To Come and Get It, Saints and Sinners, Slide It In, which is also in that box set over there. The 1987 Breakout record, Slip of the Tongue, and then of course we get to Restless Heart, which was the follow-up some, I guess, 8 years later. So yeah, there you go. Another cool little goodie inside this box, man. This is really nice. All right, now we finally get, after those three things, we finally get to the music related stuff in this box set. So first things first, we're going to take a look. Now what this is, this first CD here, this is the Restless Heart 2021 remix. So this is the CD counterpart to this record right here. And what this is, so they went back into Coverdale's home studio and they completely remixed the record. So this is the 2021 remix. A lot of these now from what I've heard, from what I sampled off iTunes, I haven't listened to the whole thing yet because I just got it. I would say a lot of it resembles, if it's not the same, it's very close to the stuff that the Restless Heart tracks they released on the Red, White, and Blue series that came out over the last year or so. So it's very reminiscent of that. Brought it more up to date, maybe added a few guitars, overdubs here and there. Definitely updated the drum sound to give it a bigger sound. Because again, we'll get into more of this later. This was originally meant to be a Coverdale solo record. So the sound of the record is very different from other Whitesnake records, at least other Whitesnake records around that time. So, to make it more snaky, they spruced it up then, and then for this particular collection, they spruced it up even more into this 2021 remix. That again brings out a lot more, makes the songs a little bit heavier, a little bit more hard rocking, and more of an up-to-date sound. So again, really cool. So if we open up the gatefold on this CD, you'll see a picture of the band as they were in '97. Yeah, there's Mr. Coverdale. There's Mr. Vandenberg. All right. And let's see. Inside here, don't want to get too much into this, but here's the CD. So here's the 25th anniversary 2021 remix. All right, so we'll just go ahead and put that away and move on. But again, another just really, really cool, really, really cool. I love this box set so far. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at, and this will be, if you haven't figured it out already, like I said, this is this record in this CD is a 2021 remix. So the reason I bought the CD box set is because it had several CDs and a DVD, but it also has a remastering, not a remixing, but just a remastering of the original Restless Heart album. So that's what I have here, and it looks like they utilized all the covers. So again, here's the 2021 25th anniversary remix or cover, and then for the album remaster, the original album remaster. They used the cover that I had mentioned was more of the European release with Mr. Coverdale on the front there. So this is I was glad they were finally releasing this album in America, but again, the vinyl only has the 2021 remixes, the updated remixes. I really wanted a remastered copy of the original album because while I do like the remixes, I do like a lot of the very stripped down basic sound of the Restless Heart original release. So I'm very stoked to have this. And like I said, this is the first time this album's been fully released in America. So first time for the remix, first time for the remaster, first time for the album itself. So that's pretty cool. All right, so there's no gatefold here. If we slide the CD out, it pretty much just looks the same as the other one. You know, nothing too crazy there. But again, really cool. And that kids is why I decided to go ahead and get both of these. You know, and I mean, I know I probably could have just downloaded the MP3s off iTunes or wherever else, but I really wanted to see this box set. So I'm really, you know, I'm definitely happy I bought it. Okay, so next we have, and this, you know, looks more like the traditional, like Japanese version of the Restless Heart CD, the original one I had. This is disc 3. This is called Dancing on the Titanic. It is early arrangements and getting drum tracks in the studio. So it looks like it's got at least some variation of most of the songs off this album, with a couple extra things at the end. So again, there's the front, there's the back, Dancing on the Titanic. And again, I imagine the CD, yeah, it looks exactly the same as the other ones. You know, nothing too crazy there. All right. So again, I don't know if I showed this. Here's the back of the original album remaster here. So anyway. All right. All right, so we've still got a couple more things to look at. Next would be the Whitesnake Restless Heart Evolutions. So what I'm assuming here is maybe these are songs in their primitive format, so you can kind of see maybe where they started and then listen to the rest of the album to figure out how they ended up. Not entirely sure, but what I'm looking here, it looks like it has most of the songs, at least a version of most, if not all the songs from the Restless Heart album. So again, disc 4, Evolutions. So there's the front. Here's the back with Mr. Coverdale and a track listing. And again, I'm pretty sure the CD looks the same as the other ones, and I am correct. So there you go. All right, last thing in the box. Last thing in the box here. The last man in the box, if you will, is the DVD. Now, I'm a little surprised they're putting a DVD in a 2021 box set. I'm amazed it's not like a Blu-ray or something. So, you know, that's a little funny to me, but hey, whatever. So here's the DVD. Whitesnake Restless Heart DVD video. It looks like there are several, so it looks like there's a few music videos on here, like regular videos. There's 3 fan videos on here. A lyric video, kind of like what you see on YouTube. Something for a song called Can't Go On. It says acoustic slideshow. And then it looks like, so while they were promoting this album, Adrian Vandenberg and Coverdale went over to Japan and played an acoustic set at a music store or something like that in Japan. And they eventually released that album, and that was called Starkers in Tokyo. And that was literally just Adrian and David doing acoustic versions of Whitesnake classics and a few tracks from this album. So they actually do have the 3 songs from Restless Heart that they played at the Starkers in Tokyo gig. That's on here too, video of that. And then behind the scenes, the making of this album. So that should be really cool. That should be really, really cool. So again, there's the front cover. Here's the back, just telling you everything that's on the DVD. Yeah, so really, really, really neat, man. Wow. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get this thing, see if I can get this put back together. But while I'm doing so, so when the album was originally released, and I'm basing this just off of what I see on Wikipedia, because again, I didn't have a whole lot of, I think the only reason I even found out this album was released is because I saw it on the Billboard European charts, and I was like, oh shit, a new Whitesnake album. And then it took me a couple of years to get it via import. So, the reviews were mixed, and I think sometimes when I read the reviews of the album, I think they maybe didn't do their research to figure out, that maybe there was a little more to the album. And sometimes people listen with their eyes instead of their ears, or they have preconceived notions of what something should sound like. So they're like, I've read reviews that kind of made it sound like, oh, this doesn't rock as hard as the 1987 album or Slip of the Tongue or whatever. And it wasn't really supposed to. Like I said, this was supposed to be a David Coverdale solo record. He had put Whitesnake on the back burner after Slip of the Tongue. He went on and made the album with Coverdale Page, which is awesome. Check it out if you never have. And then he was going to do a solo record after that. That's, so in the process of making a solo record, instead of making big bombastic 80s rock like he had done on his previous 2 or 3 albums of Whitesnake, he decided to kind of go back to his roots and get more in touch with, his Deep Purple and early Whitesnake blues band days and make a more bluesy record, which is what this was. Unfortunately, the record label, basically told him, I imagine what they told him is, it's either got the Whitesnake moniker on it or we're not putting it out. So we had to go back in and snake it up, as they say, to make it sound more Whitesnake-ish, and it came out as a Whitesnake record. Now, like I said, I think, more so. Not that there's obviously anything Coverdale does has his name and sound all over it, but this doesn't sound like the Whitesnake of the late '80s. It doesn't sound like that at all. It's very bluesy. A lot of the songs, at least in the original format, in the original release, are very stripped down. Very basic, and again, take more from the Coverdale page mixed with the early Whitesnake stuff. I mean, that's kind of what you get here with this album. So best songs on the record, I mean, the title track, Restless Heart, is a badass song. It's amazing. Crying, really cool blues tune. Can't Go On, great love song. Coverdale just tears it up in that tune. Woman Trouble Blues, probably the most Zeppelin-like song on the record. I know he gets a lot of flack for being a Plant clone and all that other shit, but, whatever. Plant didn't reinvent the wheel either, so sorry. Sorry Zeppelin guys. I mean, I love them too, but, Plant ripped off people as well, so, everything's relative, I guess. Anything You Want, You're So Fine, a couple of, good rockers. But there's also a lot of other cool songs on here. So I'm drawing a blank right now. Too Many Tears, which was the single off the record and actually was re-released on a solo album he made after this. And then there's some other cool things on here too. There's I don't know how you say this, OI or We or something like that, which is a instrumental song. I don't know if you can hear it played in the background here, but and then there's a couple of bonus tracks on the remix. The Can't Go On unzipped version, which I think is from the Starfish in Tokyo acoustic set. There's other cool songs in here. All in the Name of Love is kind of cool, but it's very different from anything Whitesnake had ever done, because again, this was supposed to be a solo record. And of course, Don't Fade Away is a really cool song, but again, kind of slow, whatever, and more adult contemporary leaning more than, big bombastic Whitesnake sounding. So there you have it. Again, like I said, I already went over all that, so I don't want to repeat myself. So again, go to Amazon. You can get the vinyl. You can get the box set. I'm pretty sure they also have just the single CD version of just the new remix that you can get if you want to go that route. They have all the stuff on Amazon, or I just said Amazon. They have all the stuff on iTunes. I'm sure it's on Spotify and Pandora and wherever else you get your music from. So check it out. Whitesnake, Restless Heart. If you're a casual or an more American-oriented Whitesnake fan, you might not be aware of this album. But it's out there. It's great. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. And I am super stoked that this is finally getting an American release, and I'm ready to be done with this video so I can go check this out for myself. That's all I've got for you today. If you would, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below. Also hit that notification button so you can be notified when we put out new videos. I've got some other things on my channel. I've got the rest of my unboxing the vinyl series. I just put out a video on the Bronx a week or so ago. I put out a Judas Priest unboxing a couple weeks ago, and I put out a KK Priest unboxing a week before that. So definitely have some new material out there. With it being fall and holiday season, there's probably going to be some more stuff down the pike. Keep a lookout for that. I also have my Inside the Vinyl series where I discuss albums that I feel are lost classics, and I also feel albums that live albums that I think are amazing, for the most part. I also have some concert footage from some festivals, Exit 111, Welcome to Rockville, Kiss concert, some other stuff. Hopefully with everything opening back up and festivals happening again, maybe I'll have some new footage in a couple of weeks. And for you disc golf fans, I have some very mediocre disc golf videos starring some very mediocre players, myself included. So check those out as well. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Peace out.